as much as y'all do, but Alden has a unique flow with mine intertwining in a rainbow, and it only had mine, so it became
both of us with the show. And also it would just be David talking and then like some really muffled speech and then him responding to it.
Yeah.
But as if that wasn't enough, when we were trying to fix the audio problem, we lost 3 episodes because it was at the end of when we were doing like, we record them in groups of 3.
Yeah.
So we got like, I think about 5 minutes into the 3rd episode in the session, and we realized that all the audio from those episodes were done. Which is like...
Yeah, but like, luckily though, for those 3 episodes, not much has happened. Just to like, quickly recap. For 1, we got to Salacion Town. 2, we put 2 Pokemon in the daycare. That was Britt the Togepi and Sybil the Spheal. Then we got Defog in the ruins, and we got an encounter there. It was Unknown D. We named him David, parentheses me, end parentheses. We got a route encounter. What route was that? Do you remember?
I don't know, it was something, but we caught a Wormadam, and we named her, I think. It's got to be female, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Kalos sucks, and we'll get into that. We'll talk about this episode. We're not going to hit like everything we talked about because, to be honest, I can't remember it and I don't want to say anything twice. And if we try to repeat it, the magic,
it loses the flavor.
The magic's gone, Yeah. But we will, since we talked about this thing once. I think it's worth bringing up again. But anyway, as if just the audio problem wasn't enough, when we were trying to fix the audio, the game froze, like just the visual part of it. But we were still going in the game. Like, you could hear us moving the cursor.
That was the first time it ever happened, too, right? Like, a phase like that? Yeah, that was scary.
So, right now...
And Psybeam if I go up?
Maybe?
Yeah, that's psychic.
So, if you'll notice, right now, we're, the game froze, and, the visuals from the game froze. I don't know. That's psychic. So,
Die?
What Pokemon? That thing, whatever that was, died. So right now, we're trying to beat the game without seeing what's happening and then save.
Mid-Nuzlocke, might I add.
Yeah.
And we won the battle.
Okay. Now I'm going to look up how the menu looks. So what we had to do was we had to navigate by the sounds and by counting where we were.
Yes.
And we hadn't saved since we started recording today.
Yeah.
So we would have lost everything if we had to close it and restart it again. So what we did was just navigate it, and we actually got it to save.
Yeah, it was pretty... Alden didn't get the save moment, but he did get the video of us trying to finish a battle. Now, Alden and I talked about it, and if we so happened to lose a Mon during that, we would have gave it, Because in that moment, what are we to do? We were just trying to save.
Those
if
are
it died,
extreme circumstances.
Yeah, it was extreme. However, in my mind, I took it as we've been doing so good. Even in this circumstance, I really don't want it to happen. So we clutched it out.
Yeah. Alakazam pulled through. Or Ricky Tiki Bobby Wobbin.
Yes, Riddy Bowo.
He was the one who was fighting. We're fighting an Amistar.
Just to prove you, we got the encounters. This is the Wormadam, Kalos sucks, and this is David, me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that Duskull, that was in the first set of 3, right?
Yeah.
So... But now, having lost 3 episodes, we're going to try to, fast track it to, what's her name? Maylene in Veilstone City.
Yeah.
So,
And, me and Alden, we gave each other sad faces. We looked like, no, we were on a good streak. How could this happen? But, out of everything that could have happened, the 3 episodes, the only thing me and Alden regret is that it had really good content on there. Yeah. And I know what you're thinking. You say that, but it's not. But it was. We had good
got
conversation.
Some good flow in there. Episodes nonstop talking. There were some awkward silences, but they're bound to happen. And also, y'all might be saying, it sounds like every time you meet up, you mess something up. That's not false. But you don't know how hard this is. It's not just us sitting down and playing video games.
True.
When we show up here, there's 30 minutes of setup at least. Got to make sure the microphones are right. I gotta move my computer to a different room, and then I gotta get another computer and put that on top of it for the timer. There's a lot of stuff going on. If we had a pro
setup. Battle.
Oh really?
Yeah, you just got
gave me a TM though. All right. So how's about right now? we bring up that topic we said that we discussed.
First, I was gonna let it go, but I really can't. The trees look like a person, chubby cheeks, smile, eye closed.
Yeah, I'll zoom in. Wow.
Oh, my bad. You'll do it earlier.
I will have zoomed in.
And then for those who can't see it, he'll MS Paint it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, you do got to bring that up because I want to do that.
Yeah. All right, so now that we're in here, one of the good discussions that was lost, and I'm not trying to get deep into it, but it will take some. Oh no, one good discussion we had was what was our favorite to least favorite generation of Pokemon?
Like ranked, like
first, from first to seventh.
And it took a while because we like.
Man, this man don't got Aqua Tail. We good.
Yeah, he has Aqua Tail.
Yeah.
Now that we got our thoughts in order about it, it's gonna take a lot less time to say, right?
Yeah, but we're still gonna list what we like and don't like and stuff like that. So
I think, did you start last time?
Yeah.
I'll start this time.
Go ahead.
So y'all know it, y'all love it. We're playing it. My favorite, number one favorite generation is Sinnoh. I really like the music. I think the color palettes are really nice, and I just like the overall feel. Even the instrumentation of the music, not just like how it's written, but like the sound fonts. They're so good, and it's probably just nostalgia bias, but like, I love it so much I can't help it. Like, yeah, that's it. How about your top one?
My number one goes to terrible trumpet rendition, black. It's Hoenn, third generation with the starters, Sceptile, Swampert, and Blaziken. I'm smart. But I like the game because the Pokemon are really cool. Ooh. I love this. You shall bow beneath me. I shall raise my tadpole army.
That is an emotive. He's looking like he's trying to overthrow the bourgeoisie. Like,
yeah, I like the story of Hoenn isn't that in depth, but I like how silly and serious they try to take it. Like, there's too much water, there's too much land, we must make it equal. But so I like that. I like the legendaries there. I like the mons. I like the little camps or base hideouts that you can make. So yeah, that's why I like Hoenn. Oh, and I love the trumpets. Any of the music trumpet wise I love.
Toot toot. All right, my second favorite, and if you don't mind me saying, both of our second favorites.
Do we get an encounter around 215?
We didn't. You can't tell, but I'm doing a thinky face. We didn't?
No, I'm positive. You want to know why?
Why?
When we crossed from the Moo Moo Milk place to Route 215, there was nothing to encounter but that guy.
So we got Eevee?
We got Eevee. Surprise encounter, we didn't even know. But I'm almost certain this is a new encounter, and we got the stones for it.
Yeah, we got a Thunderstone? We got a Waterstone. Get a Vaporeon. Do you think what do we need most?
Probably water. It learns Ice Beam. I don't know about level up, but it learns by TM.
Let's catch this guy.
We'll just keep it in the back. Plus, it's decently level. All right, go ahead, Alden. Your second fave?
Second favorite. Both of our second favorites, if you don't mind me saying.
Oh, yeah. Second place for me goes with him.
Is to Unova, Generation 5. I personally like it because it feels so different from all the other Pokemon games. And I used to hate that generation. Like, I went through a period in my life where I was like, oh, Unova, you like the Generation 5 games.
Oh, you repeated, you're scum.
You're scum, you plebeian. But now, like, I went back and I'm playing it now, and it's just like, ooh, this is, like, really fresh and spicy. The story's good, and I used to, like, knock it because, like, oh, you can only catch the Pokemon from this gen, but they're good Pokemon. Like,
yeah, like almost all of them are like good competitively wise.
Yeah, like Scolipede, he's good. Chandelure, that's a ghost type.
Oh, true.
Good design.
You got Scrafty with Moxie.
Yeah.
And then you got Main Xiao, which is really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that generation is just the monster generation.
Yeah.
Sorry, I took the spotlight a little bit.
No, it's cool.
Yeah, but I also like the story. The story, and out of every gen, I think that story is the best for me. Like,
oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's so deep. You got N, the son who wants to break away from the norm, save Pokemon, and his father abusing what he wants to get Pokemon. You know, it's complex, but it's good. People actually thought, why do we even have them as partners?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I named this, right? Because he named the Wormadam?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that's me and Alden's second favorite.
Okay, so I will say, if you're naming, can I pick up the third?
Yeah.
So my third favorite is I forgot what it was. Let me think for a second. It was Hoenn. Generation 3, because I was like 3 for 3. So I don't know. Hoenn, I really like Hoenn too, and my friends were playing it around the time when I was into the cards. Because I was late to the Pokemon game. So I have a lot of fond memories with that. I really like the color palettes of Hoenn, and I like the island setting. Now, I mean, they did it again with Gen 7, but that was the first time that happened. That was cool. So, your third?
My third is Sinnoh.
Yeah,
the game we're playing now. Yeah. I like the beats, I like the legendary, I like the iconic legendaries in this game, like Palkia, Dialga, Giratina. I ain't gonna mess that up. That's an inside joke because that episode was lost.
Yeah.
The story was mid-part to decent.
Yeah.
Wasn't all that good, wasn't that bad.
I will concede that
point. What else is there to say? Oh, yeah, Alden mentioned this last time. The new legends that came with it. You know, how can you not like Electivire?
Yeah.
Or Magmotor. A lot of people hate it. They prefer the pre-evolution of that. But I love the cannon arm.
Yeah, it's cool. He's got a launch arm, dude. How can you not like that?
Yeah. So, Sinnoh goes for me on third.
Alright. Number 4 for me is Generation 7. Because, I don't know, that one's just kind of like... I didn't get too into the game, after playing it. And it might just be because I don't have a lot of, time on my hands as it stands. But the story itself was really good, and it looked fantastic. And I'm excited for Ultra Sun and Ultra Ultra Moon. That might give me some more opinions on that, because if they finish that story up, it might be really good. The thing is, it just didn't hold me, and I know there is stuff to do. There's not a whole lot to do post game, and I think that's kind of why it didn't grasp me. What's your 4?
Oh, alright, my bad. I don't even mean to go back to number 1, but Alden says something that I remember I didn't even bring up in the Lost episodes. I didn't even bring it up. Hoenn has a really good extra game to it. At the end, it has an amazing one that deals with, what's her name? Xenia?
Oh yeah, and the new, that's technically Gen 6.
Well, what?
I thought we were talking
Ruby?
Okay, no, never mind. It's just...
Well, alright. When I mean 3rd gen, even the remake, I'm including that. Because the extra story they had at the end of it was really good with the Rayquaza story and whatnot. That's good. Alright, my bad. I'm gonna just let that be. But it was really good. So, 4th goes to Johto for me. The 2nd gen. There you go. I'm tripping. I like it because of its specialty, sidewalking with your partner. No matter how ridiculous the partner was, but I had to.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. The Mons were pretty dope. It has one of my favorite for Alligator. Music has old gen music, but they didn't give it the remake that we have nowadays.
Red's theme is pretty cool.
No, yeah, you're right.
Even with, I think that's the one where they got percussion. Mm-hmm. They were able to do percussion sounds. I think
we're able to add a new beat.
They couldn't even do percussion. It was just like tones.
Yeah. So.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like Johto's story was very low end, but
he's a little darker than he is normally, isn't he?
I got a ton. But yeah, Johto goes for 4.
All right. So what am I on 5 now?
Yeah, we're on 5.
Yeah. My 5th favorite would have to be Johto. Because I personally like it better than Gen 1, just because it improved a little bit, and personally, I mean, I know it's crucify me Gen 1ers, but the first 2,
crucify me.
There's not a whole lot going on.
There's Vaporeon swimming in these grass.
Vaporeon. Yeah, but I think Johto is just a little better than Generation 1, and that's where it is. Also, I don't know, I associate it with Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and that kind of gives it a warm place in my heart, because it's this generation style, Gen 4.
So, my 5th goes to 7th gen, Alola. I like it. Okay. My beef with it, and me and Alden talked about this quite a bit, it's the Z Stone. Like, don't get me wrong, you haven't heard me call out Kalos yet. Because I have some feelings on that too. The Mega Stone's pretty cool. I just like it because it makes Sceptile look even more dope. But 7th gen, the Z Stone just threw me off. And I was like, oh no, we living. Don't even worry about it. And you need to
I'm not saying anything.
Look at me. We living.
Okay.
We living. Oh, we living.
Why can't we escape?
Oh, that was a rain powered one. I'm gonna just switch to. That's what I did the last time against Vaporeon.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, so
back on track.
Yeah, so 7th gen, the Z Stone threw me off. The story was okay. I don't like how it just ended with Lusamine and what's her name? What's that chick?
Lily?
Yeah, Lily just dipping. You know, alright, I don't mind that, you know, they're catching up with each other and whatnot. It's like, oh, we gotta I just don't like how blandly that ended. Yeah. Like, you went through space for crying out loud, fighting people, and it's like, me and my mom's gonna take time off, bye. Like, okay, cool. That was a bit dramatic, and I was just there for the. Okay, no.
Alright.
Not yet. Cool. I'm having flashbacks. But yeah. So don't get me wrong. I like the new Mons in that game. Not as much, but I still like the new Mons. I can tell you what I don't like. I don't like the fact that they had the trials where you just easily whoop them.
Oh yeah, like the.
Yeah, and then you don't even go against the people like you would like a gym, but it's okay, I guess, since you get to verse the Kahuna, but even the Kahuna was like mid-par.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just had beef with that. And you, I got my eye on you.
I'm about to explode. Yeah, so what is this now, 6th? My 6th favorite is Generation 1. And that also kind of context clues, if you're following context clues, and you heard that David said, I named Wormadam Kalos sucks. Kalos, by process of elimination, is my least favorite generation. I gotta say that Gen 1 just like kind of ekes out ahead of Kalos just because of prestige points and being like the first, you know? So there's I don't have a lot to say about Generation 1, you know? It's iconic, it started the series, but Kalos, whew. I appreciate that they started the 3D, but like, I don't know, dude. Like, that story is just nothing, does nothing for me. The Pokemon are alright. Not a big fan of the music, except like Professor Sycamore's theme. So, David, what do you got?
I love Sycamore's theme.
Yeah.
Alright. Unlike Alden, I prefer Kalos over Kanto. And now, hear me out on this. If you're thinking, for those one-geners who's gonna hate me for that, like, David, why? And Alden said, it's the base starter of it all. Well, if you make a game that's sort of the same all around, then you're not gonna attract much of an audience. But if you make it different each time, you'll get much more of an audience. So, Johto had the side partner Pokemon, which, if Kanto started that and Johto did something different, then that would make Kanto, you know, original in that aspect. But to me, the story was mid-par, obviously, because it's the first, so I do give it that, but it had nothing special to retain about it. Hoenn started the base camp stuff and whatnot. Johto started the side partner. Sinnoh had the evolutions to the past. You had 5th gen was brought an amazing story and new competitive mon. You had 6th gen, which is my 6th favorite, having the new gen world, being new mons, new animation. The story was a bit weak, but they had Mega Stones, so it sort of made up for the hype. As I said, I wasn't with Mega Stones first, but I only rock with it because of Mega Sceptile.
Yeah.
So every game after Kanto became special and unique in its own ways and so forth, especially Sun and Moon being the space one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you know Sinnoh was the space one, but they traveling through space. No, my bad. They're traveling through dimensions.
Yeah, I know. Sinnoh is space. Yeah. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is dimensions.
Yeah, you got dimensions.
Okay, which is weird because Sun and Moon, those are things that are in space, but time and space are like specific dimensions, you know, and like Palkia is space, Dialga is time. Like time is.
And then Hoopa had dimensions and brought those masses.
That was like Gen 6. Yeah, I was just in Gen 6. Yeah. That's our region things. We really shouldn't have gotten in this battle because we're like at time now.
No, we're fine.
But I think we got these boys pretty quick. Oh, isn't Gligar gonna eat the discharge though?
I didn't discharge, I Swift.
Well, why was it gonna hit 2?
Hmm?
Why was it gonna hit 2?
What?
It said it was gonna hit both of them.
Yeah.
The Swift hit 2 players?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Really?
Really? No way.
Yes, it does.
It hits 2 people?
Yes. Look, they're both hit. Yeah.
How did I go my entire life not knowing
Swift
that?
is a very good competitive move. It never misses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, like it does 60 base, right?
Yeah, it does 60 base.
Oh, like
and
a Technician Persian, that would be pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, with Gen 7, I think the new games definitely have a potential to move it up higher on my list.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's like, I put it at 4, right?
What?
I put Generation 7 at 4, right?
Yeah.
It's up against so many hard contenders though. Like it can't win over Sinnoh. There's nothing it can do to win over Sinnoh. And it would be so hard for it to win over Unova. And even I don't think it could beat Hoenn. It might be able to beat Hoenn for me just because like it's another island one, so it might be able to like win out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens in the new game. I'm definitely gonna get it. They got the International Space Police or Interdimensional Police with the mustaches. We talked a little bit about this, or kind of a lot, like a decent amount about what we thought's gonna happen in the next game. What do you say?
I said that since it deals with dimensions, or they say this is the Lola you faced before, it's gonna be like in the alternate dimension where Lusamine was trying to be ultra powered by the UB Beast. In this dimension, Lusamine will be calm and gentle and not such a lunatic. And the space police, they're gonna be like, oh, we had a situation where this happened before in a different dimension, and we don't want. We live.
Ooh, okay.
And the police, they're gonna be like, we had this happen before, so we're just gonna. That's why we're here, to make sure it doesn't happen. But then someone else makes it happen, and then they're gonna be like, no space for no one, we're cracking it down, and then you fight them.
Yeah.
That's what I think is gonna happen.
I really like. That sounds solid. I do feel like it would be in like a separate universe. Can we? I think I mentioned it before, but can we talk about the new protagonist bucket hat? The
oh, it looks amazing.
Bucket hat. I hope he can get a Supreme shirt.
To Supreme.
I really want to.
Supreme backpack and shirt.
Yeah, just okay. Game Freak, can you like get a brand deal with Supreme? So you can get a Supreme T-shirt in the Ultra Sun and Moon game. That would make it my number 1.
Yeah.
If you're listening, Game Freak, if my opinion matters to you, which it better, because I'm your consumer. The collective consumer base provides you with your money to keep making games. You're probably set for life, to be honest, but like...
Yeah.
But please...
Anyone who works in that company is set for life.
Please, put Supreme in my Pokemon games. Do it for the memes.
For the memes. So, I'm not going to go any further. I learned my lesson about going further and extra events happening, which I do not want to happen. So... I'm gonna just move my moms like this, but we're already on the next city, which is what we needed, right?
That's what we wanted.
Yeah, and it was pretty easy. I fought everybody, and half the people I talked to didn't even want to fight. So I'm stopping right here. Gung-Ho, let's go. In the next show, we might be in a gym battle.
We're gonna talk about cartoons too. We know that.
Oh, true. And we didn't spoil that on the other. All right, good. Yay! All right,
let's talk about cartoons. We're gonna talk about cartoons. Bajoop! I ended it this time.
I like it.